Should we take a moment of silence?
Not yet. I got some more bizarre doo-doo-doot news for you.
Okay.
Care to hear?
Oh, like right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
So we talked about flumes last week, because it's like a popular topic of conversation.
Right.
And today, Fox 13 of Tampa Bay reported that Busch Gardens is closing the Stanley Falls Flume after 52 years.
Dang. They're going to make way for something new and hip and next generation, I'm sure.
So I thought that was bizarre.
Do-do-do.
Did you know if you put bananas on a hanger and you hang them from like a curtain rod, the bananas take longer to spoil?
All right, hit me with the punchline. Go ahead.
Because they think they're still in a tree. It wasn't supposed to be punchlineable. I think it's funnier when it's not a punchline.
Why from a shower curtain? Is that why people get those little hanging racks for bananas in their kitchen? So they just stick it on that and it hangs on those? Oh.
No, I think that actually does. Did you ever notice, like, if a banana's like laying on something, whatever it's laying on gets like dark and soft faster? So I think if they're just like hanging, then I don't know.
They stay fresher longer?
Yeah.
Or they don't ripen as quickly?
Yes.
Because I was
what happens when you're so they get ripe? Oh, spoil, I guess would be the word.
Well, it depends, because I was doing like a lot of freezer bananas, like to put into smoothies, and like I put too many in one time. And
when they get freezer?
Yeah, like I wasn't going through them fast enough. And like a banana browns and it gets sweeter, even though it gets mushier. Mm-hmm. And that's the best banana for like smoothie, banana bread, banana pudding.
So how'd you put too many in?
I put all 6 in there, and I only used like 3 of them within like
you just
2 weeks.
Too long to
yeah,
eat
so by
them.
the time I went to get the last of them, it was like it kind of looked like Voldemort's like corpse thing that's all curled up underneath the bench.
It's going to be a sequel to The Last of Us. It's The Last of Them, but it's about bananas in the freezer.
The Last Dole.
The Last Dole. Bob Dole. In other news, there's a kid named Devin Hester Jr. that plays for Foreman College, and he's amazing at returning kicks. He is in no way related to Bears Hall of Famer Devin Hester.
It's bizarre too. Do-do-do.
Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Can I do the intro? I'm getting thirsty, man.
Yeah. Last thing I have is I saw this Reddit post. It might have just been a meme that was like a screenshot of a Reddit post. It said, "Women of Reddit, what do you think about the fall of Constantinople in 1453 by the Ottoman forces led by Mehmed II?" Dude commented and said, "I'm not a woman, but I just texted a girl I know asking her opinion, and she told me to never text her again, so I think she's upset about it."
I like how the guy, like logically, she's definitely upset about it.
Yeah,
and,
100%.
No, I get it. That's a funny response, but all right, shout I?
See.
You got your no homo finger ready?
Yes, and my homo finger.
Which one's your homo finger? The fattest one or the longest one?
I was going to say the one that goes in the stank, right? 2 in the pank, 1 in the stank.
That's right. Your starfish explorer. Okay.
Yes. Crinkle star.
Welcome back to episode 83 of the Poor Choices Show. And while we haven't been doing this for 24 years, we're still trying to milk it for everything we can.
So here's an obligatory 9/11 tribute, if you will, all because my co-host hasn't gone back in time.
Let's make some poor choices.
The fridge keeps them pretty cold. That's not warm.
Subscribe.
I tried to air quote too soon.
Should never too soon quote air.
Never go full air quote.
Never go full air quote.
Yay.
I got some questions, or if you want some do questions to me first, I figured I'd mix it up and ask you questions first. Ooh.
Oh. I do have questions. You can ask first. But before we do that, I have, I guess, our equivalent of an answered question this week. And that was just to elaborate a little bit on the Avril Lavigne conspiracy for you.
Okay.
I figured before we get into the other conspiracies. So the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory suggests that the real Avril Lavigne died around 2003 and was replaced by her lookalike and supposed body double Melissa Vandella. According to the story, Avril's team used Melissa to keep her career alive after Avril's sudden rise to fame became overwhelming. Believers claim Melissa left clues in songs like My Happy Ending and Nobody's Home, interpreting the lyrics as hidden confessions about Avril's death and Melissa's role as a stand-in. They also point to the shifts in Avril's fashion, personality, and facial features as evidence, while entertaining the theory is widely debunked, and Avril herself has mocked it in interviews.
I mean, I would mock it too if I was the fake Avril Lavigne. Got to play it off like it's not.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
You got to be like, yeah, good one.
I got you good.
That's a real good one. They're on to me.
Yeah, something about like her, like fame becoming too much for her. And I guess like her grandfather died around the same time. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few people that were successful and then they just would like either something family related would happen or they're like she too famous, don't want the spotlight anymore. And they just drop off and go live their life.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. And we never forget. Happen.
Hey, did you buy I forgot I was going to do it after work. You didn't buy a Powerball ticket, did you?
No, I didn't. It's
up to like 1.4 billion, and that 0.4 is $400 million.
Yeah. I passed second grade.
When I say it like that, it makes it sound like more. Back to that, the billion.
I figured you would have been like, it's 999,999,999 plus another times. 500 million.
But I was just going to go buy $20 worth of tickets, but I forgot.
Too bad you can't Amazon tickets. Like buy a Powerball ticket on Amazon?
Yeah, no, because lottery's got to be cash only, homie. Straight cash, homie.
Yeah. Well, I guess like Amazon rewards are like the equivalent of cash. So you should be able to pay for it with that.
I'm ready for some drone Amazon in my area. I'm ready for it.
You don't even get same day shipping though, right?
Yeah.
Andy said he doesn't.
I ordered something. Well, it was close to the same day. I ordered something yesterday around 2 in the afternoon, and its delivery window was 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Okay.
And when I woke up this morning, it was on my front door.
I'm just happy it made it.
Yeah, me too. I needed it.
Actually, I'm not happy.
It was a pretty random delivery.
It's been like a nice filling segment each week.
So it was a bottle of Cetaphil.
That sounds illegal.
It's like a face cleanser soap.
Okay.
For like sensitive skin. It was a bottle of heavy duty oven cleaner and...
Are you making a bomb?
And a 12 pack of protein shakes.
Cetaphil and oven cleaner.
More like Borophyll. I knew that'd get you. So, David, what if birds had Wi-Fi, but we didn't?
Like they had access to Wi-Fi or like they were Wi-Fi?
Both.
How cool would that be?
Like you had to be near birds or have a pet bird just to have Wi-Fi? Actually, it'd be awesome because you could have Wi-Fi everywhere.
Everywhere. Universal Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Unless you were out in like the middle of the ocean and there weren't any seagulls or anything around, then you'd have to have like a bird on board,
Yeah, just bring like a bunch of parrots, right? Like the bigger the bird, the stronger the connection.
Oh, so like giant like turkey vultures and eagles and stuff are like...
Yeah, it's like 6G.
But like those little finches are like...
3G.
Like free public Wi-Fi kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like what you're on now.
Yeah, I don't know how I pay $100 a month for this terrible Wi-Fi, but I do.
Yeah, you got to do the call them and threaten to cancel and have them be like, well, we'll give you more for less.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, I had I want to say this was Saturday, Friday or Saturday, and I'm at work, and all of a sudden I went to use my phone to text, and none of my texts were going through. Same. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like going through, I'm like, what the hell's going on? And it says SOS and there's no signal or nothing. So I go and ask other people at the stores, like, anyone else here got Verizon? They're like, Verizon? Like it's some like crazy thing to have Verizon. And one girl's like, yeah, I do. I was like, do you have like service? Like, can you call and text? She's like, yeah, I'm full bars. Good to go. I'm like, that's weird. Really? So I like powered down my phone and like powered it back on and like nothing's working. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I get home, connect to my Wi-Fi, and I'm good, but it still has like the SOS, so I can at least send messages and call. And so I Google, I'm like, Verizon down or whatever, and it was like, yeah.
You saw something about Chicago?
I saw New Jersey.
Okay. So when I Googled it, I saw Chicago. But Chicago had some big outage.
It said like roughly 18,000 customers are without service right now. Like, and I'm one of them out of all
same.
the probably millions of what the fuck? Maybe because we had Maryland numbers and she was from Florida. So maybe that had something to do with it.
That shouldn't have. Why though?
I don't know.
It's
man.
a tower thing, not a number thing.
It was just
never forget. All towers matter. All
so you had the same thing. Yeah. It was like a few hours of, because then later that evening it came back on. It was fine.
Yeah. Well, then it started like fighting, like the Wi-Fi started fighting with the service. So I don't know when it came back. I just put it in airplane mode the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've had Verizon my whole life. I always will. I think they're great. Never had any issues except for that one.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
I am going to be switching banks for the first time in my 20 years of having a bank account.
Why?
It makes sense for my funds that I have through Merrill Lynch to be a Bank of America, have a Bank of America checking account for ease of transferring monies and rewards that I get based off of those monies having Bank of America. Since they're associated with each other.
They're like keep the change thing.
Yeah, exactly.
They still do that?
Mm-hmm. So my advisor was like, I had like at the end of the year, they would sent me a check for like $3,000. I was like, oh, I'm sure I won't have that much. He was like, no, but it'll still be something for nothing. I'm like, okay, cool.
Didn't I have you sign up for Acorns?
Yeah, I still have it.
Why don't you just do that? That's the same thing, but better because your money's directly invested and not just sitting in a bank account. Because that's the same thing. It just rounds up to the nearest dollar and then dumps in and invests.
Yeah, I round up and I do $20 a week.
Yeah. But if that's your justification for switching banks, that just seems not worth it.
Well, when I want
because you're already doing that with Acorns.
It's more so for when I want to pull money out of this fund that I have with Merrill Lynch, having Bank of America, I could just do it online as opposed to transfer it.
You're not going to do that for another 30 years.
Oh, no. No, there's different. No.
What's the fund?
It's a growth fund.
Every investment account is a growth fund.
And
is it a mutual fund?
No, it's a growth fund.
Yeah, like a growth mutual fund?
A growth investment fund.
I don't know if that exists.
I don't know either, but I know it's...
I'm going to say it's a growth mutual fund.
Okay. I know I'm going to...
10% early withdrawal fee before 59.5.
Well, I also know that I had around 12,000 in just cash in this fund because of dividends that paid off and money's made on investments. Mm-hmm. That he's like, it's just sitting there. What do you want to do with it? I was like, reinvest it.
Drip.
I was like, reinvest that shit. And he's like, yeah, we could do that. That's a good idea. You ready to pay like $4,000 in tax? Owe $4,000 come tax season? I was like, yeah, that's fine. Cool. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait.
I don't think I like this guy.
You would. He's a good guy.
Well, if you reinvest it, you don't pay taxes. You don't pay taxes until it's withdrawn.
Yeah,
so if you withdraw it, he has to withdraw it.
He has to withdraw it because it's just cash at this point. It's not part of the growth.
But it's in an account, right?
Yeah. But he has to withdraw that money to reinvest it.
Just reinvest it in the account it's in.
No. It's straight cash. It's not part of the fund anymore. It's just cash at this point.
Right. Well, all dividends are just cash.
All dividends matter.
But what's the account that it's in?
It's a growth fund.
Right. So you reinvest it in that fund.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. But at this point...
No, he's not. He's withdrawing it first, and that's why you're going to pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
He would be able to explain it better. You know, because
I hope so,
gets paid
because
to do
that's
Look, if Jamie and Mom trust this guy, I trust this guy, so...
Jamie and Mom probably also knew a little more about it, though.
Well, he's more so the guy that's like, when we were talking, he's very like, I was like, I'm glad that you like care and like you're not just pretending to like talk about shit I don't know about and like you're explaining it like I'm too. And he's like, yeah, that's kind of half the reason I love my job is because I can help people and not pretend like I know everything and all these terms, trying to, manipulate people or do this or that or the other.
Yeah, because I do the same thing. It's called DRIP. It's the Dividend Reinvestment Program. And that's all the dividends you get paid get reinvested directly back into the stock. And you don't pay any taxes or anything like that unless you withdraw it. So that's dumb to withdraw it just to move it to another account.
No, it's not part of the fund anymore. I don't know how to explain it. It's purely,
because if you haven't touched it, then it's not part of the fund. But if it's in the same account and it's not moved, like if you say you had like E-Trade and you had the fund in E-Trade, if the dividends were paid in E-Trade into your account and it's just cash sitting in E-Trade, you just reinvest it there. If you pull it out of E-Trade and move it to Merrill Lynch, you're going to pay the taxes on the withdrawal.
No, it's staying with Merrill Lynch. The money is.
Well,
I'd have to get more deets.
Okay. I trust you. It's your money, not mine. I just don't want you paying unnecessary taxes when we got people that don't even pay taxes.
I trust him.
I trust him.
What if cows actually run the government, but we just don't know it?
I thought they did.
Damn.
No? Did you listen to Trump talk the other day?
We talk about like what kind of cow? Like beef? Like raised for
cow.
Beef or like raised for milk or raised for just grazing? What kind of cows are we talking here?
I'm going to say raised for milk.
Oh, dairy cow.
Since they've been milking 9/11 for 2 decades.
Damn. Pow, 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 pow.
We had chocolate milk 10 years ago.
But not Obama. But not the good kind. It was like fat free.
Yeah.
Made with like soy.
Yeah. You don't even know where it came from.
Do you know the difference between 9/11 and a cow?
You missed my joke.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Let's not get into 9/11 jokes yet because I have a whole thing.
Oh, same. Okay.
I do have questions for you though.
Okay.
We could take our turn. What would you have done as a passenger on one of the planes on 9/11?
Tried to call people I love, cried probably. Like if I knew it was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things.
Okay. You never thought about like getting up and maybe you and 120 other people overtaking 3 people?
Well, yeah. But when did they, like, from moment of impact to when they found out this is happening, what's that time frame?
20 minutes at least for, I think, the one that landed in Pennsylvania.
That's enough time to be like, fuck these guys and their box cutters.
Yeah, you see 3 Arabs doing something like, hey, sit down. No. Okay. Aren't you looking at people like, hey, something's going on here? I don't know. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to die either way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why not try to not die?
Well, you also don't know if you're going to die. It could be that they're just doing this to get a ransom and do this and that. But at the same time, it was also like a way different time to fly as far as just having that fear in your head of something could happen. Like that wasn't there.
No, you know but you're seeing it happen.
Yeah, but you don't know what's happening at the same time. No, I see what you mean though.
I would have done something.
Like America now, no one would stand a shot.
No.
It would happen. No.
I feel like they're just looking at all the...
Someone would start live streaming and...
is like just waiting.
People.
They're like scoping out the Middle Eastern people when they first get on the plane. They're like, this is my moment.
I fly 62,000 times a year just to protect America.
Yeah. I go back and forth for the fun of it.
That's right.
Okay. And then you're acting or you're calling?
Both. I think I'd call first. No, I don't think I'd be the first to act though. Like that's just not me. Like I wouldn't be the first one to be like, you know what I mean? But if it's like everyone's doing this, all right, got it.
No one else is doing it? Guess I'll die.
Yep.
Okay. You're offered $100 million for your family to watch your entire life in a movie, every moment. Would you do it?
No.
Pretend that they're able to ignore the physics of it. But if they somehow
physics,
well, because they can't physically sit and watch, like I'm talking about every second of your life, like from birth to now, they watch it, but that's going to take them 36 years. So I'm just like, pretend there's some technology out there that, you know, they can watch it all in like an hour. Would you do it?
No.
100 mil?
No.
Same.
No.
You want to get into specifics? What's the first thing that popped into your head that you were like, hell no?
College.
Not beating your meat?
That's second.
Okay.
A lot of poor choices.
Hey, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Well, your shirt says that all buildings matter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to have the never forget shirt on, or I forgot shirt.
I have that one.
So I have a bunch of stuff I want to see if you forgot.
Okay.
From the year 2001.
Okay.
I got a bunch of stuff. Bunch. All right. 2001 history, fun facts, and trivia from 2001.
Dun-dun-dun.
Is that ESPN or James Bond or Austin Powers?
I was going Austin Powers there.
Okay. The top song, 2001. Do you want to guess or somebody give it to you?
Who's it by?
Janet Jackson.
Ooh. No, give it to me.
It's All For You.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think the most famous fictional person in America was?
Harry Potter.
It was. Who do you think the most famous real person in America was?
Osama bin Laden.
Good guess, but no.
Saddam Hussein?
Celebrity.
George Bush?
Celebrity.
What avenue of celebrity?
They act. She is an actress.
Cameron Diaz.
That's a good guess. Angelina Jolie. Jolie. David, did you know that the 21st century didn't begin on January 1st, 2000? It actually began on January 1st, 2001. It's because the first year of a century is the year 01, never 00.
That depends on if you're pro-life or not, right?
That's funny. All right. Price of a PlayStation 2 was $300.
Oh, I was going to say 200.
Game Boy Advance.
$79.99.
$89.97. And an iPod first generation.
A regular iPod?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this was on one of our things we did. I'm going to say, I'm between two, so I'm going to pick the wrong one.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with $400.
It is $399. Good job.
I did it, Mom.
Good job. Let's see. Do you want to guess any of the top 10 baby names of 2001?
No. Bill.
All right.
Michelle.
We got Emily, Madison, Hannah, Ashley, Alexis, Jacob, Michael, Matthew, Joshua, Chris, and Topher.
Are you sure they didn't accidentally hit enter?
There's a
while
comma.
They were typing?
There's a comma and it's capital T, Topher. I've never met a single person in my life named Topher, and I hope I never do.
Yeah.
How about
Fake
any
news.
2001 fashion icons or sex symbols? Anyone you can think of?
Pamela Anderson.
No. I mean, yes, but no. Not on my
She
list.
wasn't. I was gonna say she wasn't before or after. What do you mean? What's this? Hugh Hefner?
No.
What do you mean sex symbols? The circle with the little cross coming down the bottom, or the circle with the arrow?
I'll read you the list. So famous fashion icons or sex symbols would have been Jessica Alba, Giselle Bundchen. I think that's Tom's wife. Amanda Peet, Beyonce Knowles, Elijah Dushku, Eva Longoria.
What'd you call me?
Britney Spears, Kirsten Dunst, Kate Hudson, and Mena Savari. And then the leading men and hunks of the year, Russell Crowe, David Beckham, George Clooney, Ryan Reynolds, Brad Pitt, and Tom Cruise. Who was person of the year according to Time magazine in 2001? Think about what happened in 2001.
Donald Rumsfeld.
I mean, you're kind of close, sort of.
George Bush.
You're
When do they vote?
You're teetering around it. Think of the mayor of a city.
Giuliani.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Let's see. We had the death of a NASCAR driver that year.
Dale.
See,
never mind.
We had a big breakup between two celebrities.
Brad and Angelina.
No.
Brad and Jennifer.
Not Brad. Sorry. Julia Roberts and Benjamin Bratt. Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Splitsville. Skirp. It was a year of Enron.
'Twas.
Angelina Jolie gave a passionate open-mouthed kiss to her brother James, which made many people almost forget Bjork's goose dress. What does that sentence mean?
I don't know. We'll take it at face value, though.
Somebody hit 73 home runs that year.
Mr. Mark.
No.
Marky Mark. Sammy.
No, 73. Record holder.
I thought it was Mark.
Chocolate milk.
Ken?
No, dude, come on, man.
Oh, Barry. When was Mark? 90s?
I'm going to say 99, 2000.
And was that 70?
Yes.
Okay. And Sammy was like 69 or 68?
Something like that.
Okay.
Let's see. On the evening, little trivia, on September 11th, 2001, not trivia, fact, a man named Henrik Siwiak was murdered in New York City. Since the entire police department was focused on the attacks, very little police investigation took place. His death is the only homicide recorded in New York on that date. His death remains unsolved and the killer was never found.
It was the only homicide that day or the only unsolved homicide?
It says the only homicide recorded, aside from
the 2,998.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
The 20 people accused of witchcraft and executed during the Salem witch trials in 1692 and 93 were all found innocent in 2001.
Too bad they weren't around to see it.
In the UK, 390,000 people stated their religion as Jedi on their 2001 census forms, surpassing Judaism,
we talked
Buddhism,
about that.
And making it the fourth largest reported religion in the country. Yeah. I do not remember that.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, that might have been like a 20 episode.
Millions watched Britney Spears dance with a python at the MTV's Music Awards. Let's see. 269 newborn baby boys in the U.S. were named Keanu.
I don't like that. How many?
269.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that.
So as of now, there's 269 24-year-olds named Keanu.
Unless they died.
Oh, never forget.
10-year-old
named Laura Buxton released a balloon with her name and address in the hope of finding a pen pal. The balloon traveled 140 miles before coming down and was found by an almost 10-year-old also named Laura Buxton. They share a number of other similarities. What? That's kind of bizarre. Pizza Hut delivered a pizza to the International Space Station, cost over $1 million. Cost of a Super Bowl ad was $2.1 million. The Xbox came out in November 2001 to help you forget.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I wonder if sales were like impacted at all.
Let's see. The biggest movie was Sorcerer's Stone.
We know about the Sorcerer's Stone.
Most popular TV show was Friends. Let's see. It Wasn't Me came out in February of that year.
And she called me on the counter.
Miss Jackson by Outkast. Stutter by Joe. Butterfly by Crazy Town. Angel by Shaggy. All for You, Janet Jackson. Lady Marmalade by Christina Aguilera, Lil' Kim, Maya, and Pink. You Remind Me.
All
Usher.
those songs are better than the Janet Jackson song.
Bootylicious, Destiny Child. Fallen, Alicia Keys. I'm Real, Jennifer Lopez, and Ja Rule. Family Affair, Mary J. Blige, and You Got It Bad, Usher. Can you give me, get into sports a little bit. World Series champs? Luis Gonzalez had a walk-off single to win Game 7.
I want to say the Marlins, but...
Colors would be purple and greenish. Maybe a little bit of gold in there.
That's the Marlins.
Purple?
Yeah.
Sleeves were purple with a white shirt with stripes down it.
The Brewers?
Purple.
The Rockies?
Their colors now are red and black. They've changed colors.
Purple. The Diamondbacks?
Yep. There you go. Super Bowl champs?
The Patriots. Oh, I guess in that year, yeah. But that season
I gotcha.
was the Patriots.
So in that year, the Baltimore Ravens, NBA,
Lakers or Celtics?
it was Lakers. Stanley Cup was Colorado. And let's see, Miami football was the champions. Basketball, shocker, Duke. And the Kentucky Derby was Monarchos.
Let me throw one back at you.
Yeah.
Women's U.S. Open. Don't look down.
Venus Williams. Oh, U.S. Open. That was Wimbledon. Venus Williams.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
I mean, she won the, yeah, going her.
Okay.
And the U.S. Golf Open was Retief Goosen. Wow. Oh, you're having a baby boy. What do you want to name him? Retief?
Topher.
Like if my last name was Goosen,
Goose Fraga.
I'd name him Flocka. Flocka Goosen.
Flocker. Oh, man.
So there you go. Some tidbits, widbits, Q-tips, and
Tick
tits.
old bits.
Right.
Let me hit you with something similar.
Okay.
Now you're going to play a game. It's called Forget or Never Forget. I'm going to give you some things from the early 2000s, and I want you to tell me if there's something we should forget or never forget.
Got it. Good game.
Heelys.
Forget.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's a hot take. How about the spinner shoes?
Never forget. Those things were sweet.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Those things are cool.
I mean,
as
I'm with
hell.
you there. I never had Heelys. I never liked them, but okay. Flip phones.
Never forget.
Soldier Boy.
Never forget.
Never. Ooh, I'm not with you there.
Now watch me. You.
Yeah.
One of my like distinct memories is I'm like 18-year-old Chris, and so yeah, I'm Chris. And went to a fraternity party at Marshall, and like the whole like Soldier Boy, Superman, that song came on, and like the whole place was doing the fucking dance and this, and I was just like, this is amazing.
Did you go?
No, I stood in the corner with my natural light and went,
Yeah.
nobody look at me. I'm actually not drinking this beer. I don't like beer.
You might have blended in with the drywall.
Yeah, it was outside.
Silly bands.
Not a fan. Forget.
Sack tapping.
Never forget. It's like book checking. Never forget.
Big mouth Billy Bass.
Oh, never forget. Give me a song. Give me a Billy Mouth Bass. What's his name? Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Oh man, I don't know. He put me on the spot. You got one?
No, I do, but I don't. Whoa, for the longest time, if you would say goodbye to me tonight. Woo. That was one of his songs.
Okay.
There you go.
Chat rooms.
Never forget.
Flash mobs.
I'm a fan. I'm going to say never forget.
You said you are a fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The song Shake That Laffy Taffy.
Never forget. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. Visors.
Forget. They have been forgotten, except for Sean Payton.
I feel like a lot of college coaches, I don't know. I don't watch college.
I say golfers and coaches. Nobody else.
I mean, you're a golfer.
I've never worn a visor at golfing in my life.
Yeah, but you... okay. Denim.
Forget. Also,
Live
denim
strong
would
bracelets.
be more like 70s.
No, there was like a trend in early 2000s. It was like
In
full
Canada,
denim.
maybe. Yeah, Canadian tuxedo. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Uh-huh.
Live strong bracelets.
Never forget. They fucking took the world by storm.
I wasn't expecting all this remembrance.
Look, I
guess.
remember if you didn't have a Live Strong bracelet, you were not cool at middle school, like 6th grade.
I wasn't cool then, I guess.
Oh, I
think I
specifically
found
made my
one.
mom go buy me one.
Okay. Razor scooters.
Never forget. I bought my first ever Razor scooter with like $100 worth of change I had saved up at a Burlington coat factory.
Okay. They did have those everywhere. I feel like you could go to the dentist and in the lobby they'd be like, did you want a scooter today?
Yep. And I had the clear blue wheels with the blue squishy handlebars.
I feel like that's borderline no homoable.
And I'll never forget the ankle taps that thing would give you. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay. Jenko jeans.
Forget.
I thought you'd like those.
I did not. That was my brother. I did not like them.
FUBU.
That I did own.
So this whole thing was supposed to be a setup. I thought you were going to never forget Jenko and then forget FUBU, and then I was going to call you racist. We're completely backwards here.
My grandma innocently was like at the mall one day and bought 2 FUBU jerseys. I think they were number 5. I think they're all generically like number 5 or something like that. And knew that me and my brother were like sports fans. He was like, look, I found these jerseys. Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday or something. So him and I had one that was baby blue with dark blue. And then
I think I remember that.
And then his was...
I remember you wearing that with your little blonde bowl cut and a silver chain.
And then his was like dark navy blue with like yellow.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And the name on the back said FUBU.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you ever tell her what it meant?
I didn't know what it meant. I wore it. Nobody knew. My mom didn't know. My grandma didn't know. I didn't know. I was like, oh, sports jersey. Cool. So
you didn't learn and then be like, oh, grandma, by the way.
How would I have learned? I'm not going. No one's Googling in 6th grade, 8th grade. What's FUBU?
I don't know. A couple years later, whenever we were woke.
And now it was a long time after that.
The Patriots always winning.
Oh, forget.
The Atkins diet.
Never forget.
Why?
Because I just bought some Atkins peanut butter cups like last week.
No, that's like, bizarre.
I was like, I want some chocolate, but I want healthy chocolate, and that's what I got.
A, I almost didn't write that one down. At B, I was like, well, I don't know what the hell he's going to say. And
they had many options.
I didn't even know they were still a thing.
Yeah, they had like Atkins M&Ms and Atkins like Rice Crisp chocolate bar things, and I was like, nah, we're going peanut butter cups. They were terrible, but I bought them.
Yeah. All right, I got a few more.
Okay.
E-Bombs World.
Never forget.
MySpace Top 8.
Never forget.
Pimp My Ride.
Never forget.
And Hollister.
I'm going to go forget.
I'm with you. Why did you hesitate?
I was like, I think I owned Hollister, and I thought about it. I went, no, I didn't. I was like American Eagle stuff. And like, that was definitely sort of kind of like my vibe back then was like polos, like, and like, you know, like the cargo shorts and like polos was like the look that was typically, but I never actually owned anything that said Hollister on it.
Okay. So you might be the only dude in the world with a FUBU shirt and a Hollister shirt.
No, I don't think I ever owned Hollister, but I had like all the other Ralph Lauren, American Eagle, Lacoste.
Yeah.
It was the in thing for bleach white boys.
Yeah, it was.
Those were good. That was a fun game. I enjoyed it. What's your favorite 9/11 joke?
So hold on. Is Aaron Rodgers going to light it up in Pittsburgh?
No.
He didn't do terrible as a Jet.
Go on.
No, I'm asking. Like, why don't you think?
He didn't do great as a Jet either.
No.
So
who was the last relevant Jet though? Brett Favre?
I'd say right now they have 2 to 3 relevant guys. I'd say Sauce is relevant. I'd say Garrett Wilson in the right plan is relevant.
They just need a plan.
And I'm a big, not Breece Hall. Who's the guy behind him? Allen? Breenan Allen? Yeah. He's legit, but they just, system sucks. Yeah.
I was just thinking the last jet to matter in New York was the one that hit the South Tower.
There we go. There it is. You know who the fastest readers in the world are?
No.
9/11 victims. They can go through 110 stories in a few seconds. I don't like reading these.
9/11 jokes kind of upset me, though, because my dad died on 9/11. One of the best pilots in Saudi Arabia.
Whenever it's 9/11 a.m. or p.m., my sister would yell, "It's 9/11. Where your planes at?" It's not a joke. It's just funny.
Yeah, the stereotype white men can't jump really declined after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
9/11.
9/11 who?
You said you'd never forget.
Why can't the U.S. play chess?
They don't have any towers.
That's right.
I had a joke I was going to tell about Flight 93, but I didn't think it was going to land.
That's good. Reminds me of that tragedy.
Genders are like the Twin Towers. There used to be 2 of them, and now it's a sensitive subject.
The stereotype that white man can't jump really declined after 9/11.
I just fucking said that.
Oh, did you? I wasn't listening. I was reading.
No wonder you're not laughing.
And then when I go and rewatch this, I'm going to be like, oh, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, man. Nice outfit, loser. 2001 called. Apparently something happened at the World Trade Center.
I was going to tell a joke about Flight 93, but I know it's not going to land.
I just said that.
Did you? Listen.
Those were literally the last 2 I said. I also said the gender one, so when you see that, don't read it.
Rudy Giuliani used to be the mayor of 9/11. Now he's a 9/11 of mayors.
Yes. I did not say that one. Good job.
Okay.
My father worked at the stock exchange and was there the day of the attack. Him and some coworkers were standing outside and looking up at the towers. One woman remarks that her husband is working on the 90th floor, and someone in the crowd replied, "Not anymore, he isn't."
Jesus. I find that plain disrespectful, David.
It is. I'm sorry. Actually, the first time I heard a 9/11 joke, I didn't like it. I thought it was offensive to all the people who gave their lives. And then the second one hit.
It's terrible. I think that's all I got. It's the rest of this Reddit page is done.
7-Eleven was a part-time job. Want some letters?
Those letters.
Oh, you forgot again? Fourth
Every
week
week you ask that, I'm like, why?
See if you can guess this one.
Okay.
Hey, David, how's the chair force? If you're not 19, you're 12. Pretty much drink a handle in one night, then talk. You ain't cool unless you pee your pants. Joke's on you. I'm drunk. How's the sober life been? Remember, if you don't remember, it didn't happen. Much love to my brother, man.
James.
No, he's quoting James.
Damn, I was so sure of that.
I think the tell
Is he a Patriots fan?
Nope. Pretty much drink a handle in one night, then talk.
Rose? No, we already read roses. Red roses. Red rosy, red rosy.
Ooh.
It's not Thomas, is it?
No. He's part of the James gang.
Tony?
It's Tony.
Ah, okay.
You did good, kid. This one's a twofer.
Like a Topher?
No, twofer.
Got
this is the #1 name in 2002. Twofer.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
TWOFER?
Oh, F. Oh, okay. Not PH.
No. What are we? Never mind.
Okay.
This must have been a write-in. Sorry, I'm in jail. Save me. Love, Rob. P.S. My ass hurts.
So it's a twofer as in it's two different people? One was Rob and one somebody else?
Nope, that was all just Rob or whoever wrote it for Rob. The other one says, "Hey, David, don't shoot your foot off, pussy. Love, Gil." Pussay.
Okay.
Okay.
It was Gil parties, though. I remember being hungover at Metro several times after a Gil party.
Gilfest.
Gilfest. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Good times.
I figured I'd keep it at that for this week. I figured next week maybe I'll read Dad's, or at least one of Dad's.
Why are you so hesitant to read it? Just more serious?
It's just longer.
Not serious?
I figured reading a couple, I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Really?
But it's...
Figured you would have read them all when you found them.
Front. No, remember I said we were going to learn together. So James texted me today, like randomly.
Oh.
Nevada, Reno. Yeah. So he texted me at about 7 o'clock and said, y'all recording today? And I said, yeah, 9/11 episode. And he said, damn it. And I said, why? LOL. He said, I was going to ask to come on, but I missed my connecting flight and I don't get in until like 9 or 10. I was hoping you would say tomorrow. I said, where are you at now? We're starting in like 30. He said, taxiing. I said, I mean, if you can get into the cockpit and join from there while we're doing a 9/11 episode, it may be the most viewed YouTube video ever.
Right. And talk in a Middle Eastern accent. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, haha, let me go ask. I said, don't need to ask. If a couple jihads can do it, then you got it. And then he didn't respond. So maybe he tried it. Poor guy.
Maybe next week.
I'm trying to get Tally on next week.
Okay. Is next week
the
Monday recording?
Yes.
Okay.
The first of 2, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got something the following? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most likely. That week's TBD, but most likely, yes.
Okay. I was trying to get Tally on tonight because I feel like he's got a brain full of... His brain works like mine, like wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Like 9/11 worthy, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Before I get into how my brain works on 9/11-y things, you remember where you were?
Yep. 6th grade music class.
That sounds wrong.
No, it's correct.
I think it was 7th grade.
Was it?
Almost positive, because I had the gay gym teacher in 6th grade.
6 or 7.
And it was Miss Summy's class.
Wow. 6 or 7. 5 or 6.
Yes. Because it would have been the start of 7th grade.
Start of 7th. All right. So 7th grade music class.
So you forgot.
And our principal came on the speaker. I was in the back row of the class, back right, because they did it alphabetical order, because here I am. And principal comes on and said there's been I don't know exactly what he said, but there's been an incident in New York and a plane has hit a building. All students need to report to the cafeteria. If you hear your name over the loudspeaker, your parent is here to pick you up. And I remember going to the cafeteria, sitting with all your buddies, all your boys, and us as 12-year-olds going, 13-year-olds going, oh, it's the Russians. Oh, we're at war. Oh, something's happening. And, like, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And I didn't get picked up by a parent because my mom worked in Baltimore at the time and they were all freaking out. She's trying to get out of the city because she took the subway to that station in, what's that station?
Grand Central?
No. In Baltimore. She took the subway up. It's on 140.
The light rail.
Yeah. So she took that and it was hectic. So she couldn't get out in time to come get me. And my dad was working. I remember them having a big fight about it because neither of them could come get us.
Why would they fight about that?
Oh, you can leave work. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. A bunch of stuff.
They were both trying, right?
I don't think Dad was trying, to be honest.
Okay.
So we took the buses came and got all the kids that didn't get picked up early out of school because there's still a plane in the air. 2 planes in the air. I don't know. Anyways. And then I remember getting home. We lived in our townhouse in Westminster in, what's the name of that? Anyways, lived in the townhouse and we got home and I remember my mom turning on the TV and like bawling. Like she was like full-fledged, like bawling. And I was just like, I'm fucking out of school early. Can I go play outside? Like what's good? Yeah. So I did.
Nice. What'd you play?
I think I just rode my bike around. You know, I had the pegs on it and, you know, it was cool.
Yeah. With your polo and khakis. And
yeah, my FUBU jersey.
Okay. Yeah, it was, I remember I was in gym class and they didn't say anything about a plane to us. They came over the loudspeaker and said something about like a terrorist attack in New York.
They said terrorist attack?
Yeah, I think so.
We didn't get that.
And the first thing that, like, the first image, I remember I can still picture the image. Like, the first thing that popped into my mind is, like, people running around the streets of New York with guns, just, like, shooting anybody. Like, active shooter, but, like, just a bunch of jihads running around with AKs, just, like, they didn't say anything about a plane, anything about a building. And then, I don't remember from there. I don't know if they said, I know some people got picked up. I don't know where we went after that. I would assume the cafeteria. And then they said buses were coming, and went home and got home. And I remember my dad and grandparents were in the living room watching it on TV. I don't remember the rest of the day, but I think I told you the whole dad was supposed to be at the Pentagon that day. My grandparents were supposed to come down the day before, but my grandfather was weird, and he's like, "Oh, I feel like I left the faucet running." And it was so anytime they would plan to come down, they came down the next day because he would always like freak out. So he ended up taking off that day instead of the day before. But
so, do you think people in like Winchester-Tinville, Iowa, got let out of school early? Like people that weren't near the East Coast or the Northeast at all? Like the whole country was like,
I'm going to say yes. Because it was so like abrupt. Like you don't know what's coming next.
Yeah,
like another building in another state.
Well, no, because they had grounded all these flights, the whole country. Basically, you know what?
Maybe they didn't say terrorist attack because that would have been too soon to tell.
Exactly. Yeah, people didn't know what the fuck was going on. But I'm saying, like,
maybe it was just there was an attack in New York. Whatever I thought was people running around with guns.
But once flights were grounded, and there was that one left that they were like, we don't know where this thing's going. Do you think people out in Idaho were getting let out of school early, even though they knew this plane was over here?
They probably got out before, like, that was even known. Idaho probably wouldn't have been at school yet because it hit at like 8:43.
It would have been like, so they probably just
canceled school. Yeah. Also, did you know that was the new FAA director's first day on the job?
Fuck that. Good Lord.
Yeah. And he had to make the call to ground every plane in the country.
I mean, good job, dude. Whatever your name is.
I want to read this one story I saw.
Okay.
This guy said, I was meant to be at work on Wall Street and would have been coming out of the Fulton Street station right by the World Trade Center when the first plane hit. However, I took my mother to New York City for a surprise. First trip there since 1968. We live in New Zealand, so I had a week off to spend with her. We flew in on September 9th. On the morning of the 10th, I said, what do you want to do first? She said, when I was last here, the Twin Towers were being built, and I thought when I left, I'd love to go up to the top when they're finished. So I'd like to do that. That's how I found myself standing on the observation deck of one of the Twin Towers at around 3 p.m. on September 10th, 2001. The next morning, I looked out my apartment window. We were staying a 10-minute walk from the World Trade Center and saw the towers on fire. I genuinely thought I was dreaming and tried to wake myself up.
That is crazy. I mean, there's tons of stories out there like that, but that's wild.
Yeah.
Might have to watch me some Nicolas Cage tonight after this.
Well, without further ado, not only could you have gone back in time and given bin Laden a Blumpkin to prevent 9/11, but there was something else that almost prevented it. Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
No. Did he have a hurricane, hemorrhoids or something? Oh.
No, a hurricane narrowly missed New York. It says Hurricane Aaron, a powerful storm that set records for its path, was heading toward the U.S. on September 10th. Had it made landfall in New York City, it might have impacted the terrorist plan. Now, was it AARON or ERIN? ERIN. Yeah. So it was a chick. So go figure, at the last minute, she changed her mind. And right. Yeah. However, a turn of weather pushed the storm out to sea, and it dissipated before it could affect the attacks. So had it hit, they probably would have grounded flights. Actually, no, maybe not.
But at the same time, the government, George Bush would have been like, all right, let's push it till September 21st.
Yeah, he probably would have.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, 9/21 just doesn't have the same ring. So power down and evacuation drills took place the week prior. FEMA arrived on Monday night for a bioterror drill.
Well, it wasn't bioterror, though.
No, but that's... You gotta throw off a little bit of why you're there.
FEMA sucks. They don't do anything anyways.
Yeah. Out of all the crashes, there was only one black box recovered. And they said it was damaged to the point that the contents were unusable, which is skeptical in itself, considering they're built to withstand crashes and heat up to 1,100 degrees.
You know what, David? All boxes matter.
Each plane has 2 boxes, one of these being a cockpit voice recorder. So it's interesting how they found a hijacker's barely scathed passport at the base of the World Trade Center, but not the recorder that was inches away from him. And then they released audio from the hijackers from 2 of the flights that inadvertently hit the mic while telling passengers to be calm. Did you hear those?
I did.
They're like identical voice recordings. So that sounds...
Honestly, the biggest piece of evidence that I've seen is when they've slowed down footage of these aircrafts hitting the buildings, is there's 0 markers. There's nothing on the planes. There's no type of identification on these planes. They're just plain planes.
Planes.
Not to mention,
I got plenty more for you.
They have some sort of something on the underbelly of the planes that a typical 747 would not have on it. So no identifying 57. So no identifying markers that every commercial airline has, and a giant whatever, napalm, whatever they had underneath these things. Yeah. Anyways,
that is correct.
Anyways, that's the biggest piece of evidence to me that went, okay.
Okay. That's like the least of my swaying.
But to me, that's
evidence.
like black and white. Like, obviously this plane has no identifying markers of Delta Airline this. No, it would say, it would have stuff on the tail. It would have it across the front of the plane. It's just nothing. Anyways.
So there were multiple reports, even from first responding firefighters, about bombs exploding in the lobby while they were responding. There were reports of underground explosions. This is a big one to me. So Larry Silverstein, who leased the towers 2 months prior, purchased terrorism insurance and put a special clause in the deal allowing him to rebuild in the event the towers fell. Larry Silverstein even said to firefighters, "Let's pull it." So this is in regard to Building 7. When it was on fire at like 5 p.m., He said, "Let's pull it," after they said they weren't sure if they were going to be able to contain the fire. Pull is a common term in building demolition. He said later he meant pull the firefighters out of the building, but according to FEMA and some other agency, there were no firefighters in the building.
Correct.
Larry went to court with the insurance company to argue for double the insurance money since 2 planes hit.
Oh, Rubenstein
he won and was awarded
for double
$7
the money?
billion.
Yeah, shocker.
The attacks gave the government the ability to spy on any citizen without needing to provide justification through the Patriot Act.
Department of Homeland Security was created.
Yeah.
Created. I'll put that in quotes.
And we all know jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, and the fire was barely half the temperature needed to melt steel, but it was hot enough to warp them. The problem with that is with warped beams, the building wouldn't have collapsed in free fall on top of itself like it did.
Correct.
The concrete was turned to dust. Molten metal is seen, which requires several thousand degrees of heat.
Yep.
A blatant cover-up. If jet fuel did in fact cause enough destruction to the steel beams to cause a collapse, an examination of the steel would have revealed this. However, even though it's normally a federal offense to remove anything from a crime scene, the steel was quickly loaded onto trucks and shipped to Asia to be melted down.
Do you think the official 9/11 report, I shouldn't say do you think, but the official,
I probably know. It's out there.
Yeah, exactly. Released to the public. It's just propaganda bullshit.
As far as what? Like what part of which report?
The report as far as the entire,
like the towers?
The towers. So the entirety of everything from start to end is all fabricated. Not all fabricated, but is made and has been written for you to believe what the government tells you happened.
And I honestly meant to put a foil hat on. I meant to start this whole thing with, I don't necessarily believe anything was an inside job or that, we did this or they did that. But I think there's plenty enough irrefutable evidence to warrant more investigation, because there's so much that's far too coincidental or that doesn't make sense at all, that for people to just accept it at face value. as far as the reports, because the government they released the reports, but they didn't write the reports. Like NIST, there was one thing I saw, like NIST, it's the National Institute of Standards and Technology. They did reports on all the crashes, and at one point they had written in their report that there was no evidence of explosives used. And then during like a conference or an interview, someone had asked them, did you test for explosives? And they said, no. So how can you report there's no evidence of explosives used when you didn't even test for them?
Correct. Hey, do I have AIDS, doctor? You don't. Did you test for it?
No. No. We think so.
So a lot of people always say like Bush did 9/11, right?
Right.
What if I said Dick Cheney did 9/11?
I don't know enough about him. Do you have theories?
Well,
evidence?
He profited in tenfolds when we went over to the Middle East.
Yeah.
After 9/11. There's a movie called Vice, which is Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen it.
I think you would, one, enjoy the movie, and two, would be like, this guy's probably one of the reasons why 9/11 happened.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's called Vice, VICE, if you don't know how to spell it.
Okay. There was another thing I saw a while ago. I ran out of time to fact check things today, but there was like a suspicious amount of like puts, and I don't know if you remember from previous conversations, that's when you like buy an option banking on the stock going down.
Which is like why you would like this movie. Yeah.
The same hedge fund that like, I can't remember, it was like some big names, like the same hedge funds that they use purchased like abnormally large amounts of puts in like American and United. And I was like, something ain't up with that.
Well, like you said, I mean, there's so much evidence pointing towards somebody organizing this outside of Al Qaeda, that why hasn't it been reinvestigated?
Why haven't questions been asked from people high enough? So I'll keep going, because there's other things that I'm like,
well, I think people high enough got paid off that $7 billion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So do you know what the pancake theory is?
That IHOP actually doesn't use pancake batter, but they use horse hoof.
Melted steel.
Oh. I was going with like,
I'm pretty sure last year's episode was Triscuits did 9/11. Is this going to be IHOP did 9/11?
I was going with some kind of like animal cruelty thing, but yeah, your thing too. Yeah.
No, this is like the collapse. So like when one floor lands on the next floor and then causes it to land on the next floor, so it just like pancakes its way down.
Right. And builds up.
So that's been like
weight, and momentum, and
that's been like the widely accepted theory, I guess, for like how it.
But I feel like the one floor collapsing would all the floors below it would support that one floor collapsing.
They would. And the argument here is that if that was the case, it wouldn't have fallen at free fall speed.
Oh, it was
because there would have been resistance at each floor.
It was.
So it said it took between 10 and 11 seconds for the towers to completely fall onto themselves.
Right.
Exact free fall speed would have been like 9.5 seconds.
Yep.
So. Also, there were 47 massive steel beams that made up the core of the towers. They were the weight-bearing structures. Even if the pancake theory were true, those beams would have still been sticking up at least a few hundred feet. The 9/11 Commission avoided the problem by denying their existence. While the towers were being built, they were considered the unique features of the tower. Like there's even pictures of it being built that you can see like in the center. It's like where all the elevator shafts and the stairwells conjoin. And the 9/11 committee said, those never existed. Even if fires were capable of bringing it down, you're telling me it took 17 minutes to burn hot enough to bring it down?
And the thing is, like, the older I've gotten and the more obvious evidence there is, like, when I was honestly 18 to probably my early 20s, I would have been like, no, national tragedy, like terrorists. There's so much evidence pointing the other direction.
I concur.
Yeah. And
yeah, that's why I said I meant to start this with that.
Right.
And my foil hat.
It's as sad but true as Metallica says.
People are like, don't you think it's like disrespectful to the people who lost their? I'm like, no, like I think they more than anyone deserve
their own government did this to them. Right?
Yeah,
right. They're land of the free, home of the brave company, government, whatever. A company, honestly, it's a company.
Say that all of that one more time.
I said their own company, meant to say government, but company I think is actually the more correct term.
Yeah. Yep.
Did this to them.
Yeah. The divided states of embarrassment.
Dude, George Washington be pissed if he was like, damn, I fought for this shit. Fuck. I ain't crossing the river. Nah, the Brits can have it.
It's all yours, bruh.
It's all yours. We'll drink tea. We don't care.
Mayor Giuliani said that he was told at a command post while the building was on fire that it was going to collapse. The plane that hit the Pentagon had 2 Rolls-Royce engines weighing 6 tons each that operated at about 1,700 degrees. Yet there were only mere fragments of pieces that resembled engine components found. These engines were considered practically indestructible, and there were no seats or luggage or anything else shown. And this is one of my favorites. Pentagon security tapes were seized immediately following the incident and have never been viewed by the public.
Oh.
Why?
There's a lot of whys.
Like, why? Like, if you want to, like, shut up at least 50% of conspiracy theorists, show the tapes. Show a plane hitting it. There's not one image of a plane there. There's not scorched grass outside of the hole. I watched this one, like it was like a re-rendering, like a 3D rendering of the plane hitting it, and someone was like debunking it, and they were like, the whole, like it hit at like a 41 degree angle, and the wingspan's like 128 feet, which hitting at that angle would have been like 156 feet, but the hole in the Pentagon was only 90 feet.
Isn't there like security footage of like a very slowed down, kind of like when they slowed down the planes hitting?
Yeah, and you see one still of what the plane is, but there's like a pillar in the way. And then the next still, you see an explosion.
Yeah, it's a missile. It's not a plane. Yeah. Which also begs the question, what happened to the people on that plane?
Were there people on the plane?
2, were there people on that plane? 3, no, that's it. There weren't. They shot a missile at the Pentagon.
I watched this one video before we got on that was saying there was what the hell was it? It's called like Operation Highlands or I don't remember, something like that, where it was basically the military is able to send up drones and intercept but like take the place of commercial airliners and have the airliner go somewhere else, but on like NORAD data and like FAA satellites.
It seems like it's still the plane.
It's still the same plane. So
yeah, but if they then claim that those people on that plane died, that wouldn't work.
Me can't know.
I can know. Dick Cheney. I'm saying Dick Cheney did 9/11, not George Bush.
Well, I got a few more.
Watch that movie. That's all I'm going to say.
Vice?
Yeah, dude. You would really enjoy it for both purposes. Good movie plus the whole.
I'll believe you. There's timeline discrepancies with United 93. Official report puts the hijacking at 9:28. A guy called the FBI or some other agency at like 9:43 saying the plane was about to be hijacked. And then it crashed at like 9:56. I don't know, that none of that adds up. And then there was a lot of buzz around like the lack of background noise in his call. So like it sounded like he wasn't on a plane.
Oh. Okay.
So, but my biggest thing is Building 7. The commission's report didn't even include Building 7, which collapsed however many hours later at like 5:30 and had 2 fires on floors 4 and 12. There's never been a high-rise that's collapsed of a fire alone in the history of high-rises until Building 7 fell after uncontrollable fires broke out. Building 7 was the World Trade Center Command Center. Was it the hub for the plan? It housed thousands of SEC case files, all lost. Of note were those related to WorldCom and Enron. And if you watch videos, there's like, God, I watched so many like interviews with like structural engineers who founded these like demolition companies and like fire chiefs and scientists. And it's just like every single one of them say there's absolutely no way it's not a controlled demolition, especially building 7. Like there's one part, there's like a penthouse on top and you see that like go in like 8 seconds before the rest of the building collapses.
Like you said, irrefutable evidence.
At least to the point of like, look into it. I don't get it. It's bothersome. And then like I read all these like Reddit posts and things like that about like the sad stories of it. And I'm like, why do I feel that way? Like, of course it's terrorists. But then like I watch more videos and see more evidence and I'm like, oh, no.
No, it's
You can hear things when I share my screen, right?
Yes. I don't know. Try it. Oh, wait a minute.
Restart it.
Restart it.
All right, ready?
I will kick your ass anytime, anywhere.
Okay. How about top of the World Trade Center, morning of September 11th, 2001, 8 a.m.?
I'll be there. You think I'll forget, but I won't.
You think I'll forget, but I won't. What a good, whoever wrote that. Oh, Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, well done.
Which I also heard he was supposed to be on the flight that day.
Okay.
Don't know the truth to that. All right, I got 2 more.
Okay.
We're now down to our final 2 competitors, Peter Griffin and Omar North Tower. Omar, you'll be going first.
And then later on,
Our next spelling bee contestant is Omar Mahajarifa, something September 11th.
Something September 11th.
oh, you want to do Reddit first or birthdays first?
Birthdays.
Okay. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Oh, you know what that was?
James Bond, 007, Goldeneye.
Oh.
Wait, do it again.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. No, I got
It was
nothing.
a thumbnail at one point. 20-ish weeks ago.
Kick the dust up.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh, yeah, I would not have gotten there. Hell no.
I want you to tell me the first thing you think of when you hear these birthday people.
Deal.
Chris Columbus.
1492.
Okay.
Okay.
Arnold Palmer.
Oh, drunk. You know,
I thought maybe golf or tea, but
no, because you ever had an Arnold Palmer with vodka in it? She, girl. She. Sorry.
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Wow.
Roger Maris.
Yankees.
Matt Rife.
Oh, he was talking to that one disabled chick. It was really funny.
This is why I love this, because like, who did I say that one time? Like one of the greatest comedians ever. And you were like, funny. And I say Matt Rife, and instead of just funny, it's always talking to that disabled chick.
First thing I thought of. I don't know.
And then a little callback here. Randy Johnson.
Oh, Dove.
Like the soap?
No, like he threw that baseball and hit that bird and it exploded.
Oh, okay.
I guess I should have just said The Rock. No, The Rock, it's Roger Clemens. He was the Big Hurt. No, that was Frank Thomas. He was the Big Unit. He was the Big Unit, right?
No homo.
Right? Wasn't Randy Johnson the Big Unit?
Yeah.
Right?
A dove. Was it even a dove?
I don't know.
I just said bird. Yeah, it's the big. We've talked about that before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They couldn't get that nickname in 2025. I'll tell you that much.
You don't know what he's packing.
He'd be the big inclusive.
Yeah. All inclusive?
Right. David, this week on my Ask Reddit, what's your preferred word to use for male genitalia?
Is that like... Is that all inclusive, or is that just like my dong?
Like, what's your preferred, like, it's.
But am I talking about my unit or the whole package?
What's your preferred term, or,
I have preferred terms for each.
Your preferred terms for each. Preferred terms. Preferred word, preferred
also
terms.
Depends on context.
It does. So go ahead. What you got?
Well, I need to know, am I talking about 1 or 3?
Both. Give me both.
2 if you're Lance.
Give me both.
You want both?
Yeah.
I say for everything, we'll go with bag of goodies.
I've never heard you say that once.
Never said it
20 years I've known you.
But I would prefer to say that.
Okay. All right. I guess that's taking the question literally. Okay.
And for just the one, probably North Tower.
All right. So a few responses I got. It's first one, I think is kind of what you were trying to get at, is depends on who I'm talking to. So with a doctor, it's penis. With my wife, it's cock. With friends, dick, if it's about something sexual. Dong, if it's pure silliness or has to do with names or something. Well, singing along to one of the greatest songs ever written, Tra La La or Ding Ding Dong. Tra La La or Ding Ding Dong.
I don't know what I'd say to my doctor. Probably like wiener.
How about I've got the DNA rifle.
Ooh. Okay.
I've got average size cylinder stuck inside an M&M plastic canister filled with mashed potato and hot banana.
I don't know if that'll fit as an episode title.
I've got schlong. I've got ham candle.
Okay.
Manaconda. Johnson.
Johnson, yeah.
Pecker. Schwanstuker.
Can you translate?
No. I've got Shaft, PP. You know what? I'm just going to skip these, David. I'm going to hit you with one of the greatest songs ever written, which is called Pet Names for Genitalia by Tom Green. Okay. We've got Mutton Dagger, Old Blind Bob.
I thought you were singing.
I think it'd be better for shorts purposes if I just said them.
I think if you sing it.
Mutton Dagger, Old Blind Bob, Hanging Johnny, Fishing Rod, Tallywhacker, Polly Rocket, One-Eyed Trouser Trout, Ding Dong, Ankle Spanker, Pork Sword, Engine Cranker, Harry Hot Dog, Davy Crockett, Let Them All Hang Out. Wang, Wazoo, Weenie, Whacker, Pecker, Pee-Pee, Kidney, Cracker, Heat, Seeking, Moisture, Mistro, Giggle, Stick, Love, Whistle, Tube, Steak, Uncle Dick, Purple Helmet Warrior.
Want to see my purple helmet?
I think my favorite was probably the DNA missile. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. I don't like how you had to. I thought when you were going to sing that, you
would sing
like you knew it.
Oh, I know that. No, I mean, I could sing the whole song if you want me to.
It looked like you were reading.
I knew parts of it, but I didn't know all of it.
Okay. But you can sing me the whole song? How's that work? Tom Green's an inside job.
Never forget.
Never forget. Speaking of never forget, this week, my Ask Reddit is, what's one thing you'll never forget?
I'd say probably like starting my truck when I'm going somewhere. I never forget to start it.
Okay. That's fair. I have the Alamo.
Yeah. Okay.
My friend's parents' landline number from 30 years ago.
Oh, I got a couple of those. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
When my mom sold this Kermit the Frog puppet at a garage sale, I must have been 3 to 5 years old. I think that was the first time I felt let down and betrayed.
Never forget.
The phone number for J.G. Wentworth?
877 cash now. Got it.
867-5309.
867-5309. Yep.
that I have IBS. The day I forget is the day I ruin a good pair of pants.
Yeah, never forget.
I will never forget what mitochondria are analogous to in the cell.
Oh. Yeah, I know the word, but I forgot.
Powerhouse? My disappointment with mankind as a whole.
It's not something you forget. It's just something you know.
Yeah, well, you'll never forget.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I feel like things you know are things you'll never forget.
No, because I know what I'm going to talk about on the podcast each week, but then I forget I talked about it.
Like, you know, I said jokes. You just forgot I said them.
Oh, sometimes I'm not listening.
More often than not.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the jokes I forgot to say.
Okay.
Gilbert Gottfried said it, apparently. This was 18. You saw that?
Yeah, it was on my list, but I didn't read it.
He said 18 days after the attacks, I have to catch a flight to California. I can't get a direct flight. They said they have to stop at the Empire State Building first.
Good for him.
That's rough. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Freed.
But except he would have said it.
I tried to book a flight to California,
Yeah, I don't want to wake my daughter.
Okay.
but they said they first had to stop at the Empire State Building.
9/11.
Never forget. Yep.
And the look on my girlfriend's face, mouthful of cum after my first blowjob.
Wait, after his first or his first with her?
I'm going to guess his first
Yeah.
after my first blowjob. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What are you drinking?
Tito's limoncello. You want to see the can?
Ooh. No, I didn't forget.
Damn, my camera's so clear.
For you?
Yeah.
Or is it blurry for you too?
No, it looks like aces, man. Like when I pulled up that video of the stingrays when we were at the zoo or the aquarium, whatever it is, the fish house, man, it looked like it was a goddamn movie. It was so clear.
It's not your camera, it's your internet.
Well, it's pretty good for me. I'm saying. It was good for me. How about
this
you?
week?
I heard that several
awful.
times in my life. Yeah. Story of my life.
Absolutely awful.
Sorry, insert her name.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one? The current one.
Oh. I was just trying to think of all the women you've let down.
Sorry, Mom. Hopefully she didn't make it this long. She probably turned it off after we started talking about 9/11.
Yeah, especially if she was that distraught. My mom cried when Michael Jackson died.
I was upset. I didn't cry when Robin Williams died. I remember I was on my way to work. I was turning left onto West Street when I heard it on the radio. Sad day.
Sad day. Did I ever tell you about when I had my eclipse? I was like part of like a eclipse forum. And when Michael Jackson died, I posted it. You know, like every car forum has like just like the bull page where you post about nothing related to cars. I posted like RIP MJ, you'll always be remembered as the best. And I attached a picture of Michael Jordan.
Okay.
They didn't like that.
That's fine. I like it.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
You drinking a cider?
Yeah, from Dry Rot, right? WROUGHT.
Dry rot, right?
WROUGHT. Rot.
Dry rot. Oh, in a box.
Like brought, but rot. Dry Rot Cider Company. A vegan, gluten-free, low-carb, no sugar, 5.5% alcohol by volume, 12 fluid ounce jalapeno cider.
Holla.
I dropped it.
Sounds pretty awesome.
That might be what hit the Pentagon.
A dry rot?
No, that thing right there in the air.
You know what? That's why they collapsed. They had a lot of dry rot.
Oh. Because it's hot, hot, hot. 10,000 points if you know who said that. Sang that?
Shakira.
No, Sebastian from Little Mermaid.
I thought you were going to go with Bach.
Spock?
Bach. Sebastian Bach.
Oh, no. Janikowski.
Out of 10?
Sebastians matter? Yeah. For a cider,
Like you had to think about it.
honestly, it's good. It's just not
Great.
like potent. So I'll give it a
It's a
7.6.
Yeah, it's a cider. It's not going to be potent.
Yeah, but you get like a strawberry cider and you're like, wow, that's a lot of fucking strawberry.
I'll get some strawberry wine, 17.
Hot July moon. Saw everything. First taste the love.
Say anyone who's been drinking, you start that song, they're going to sing it. Just like
That's
Adele.
Joe. That's Joe's Jam.
Damn, I still
Joe should
have.
start like a jelly company called Joe's Jam.
It's not bad. And
And
then
like
every
the label
jam,
on each of them
Yeah.
should be like a different song that
something
he's
by
like
the
known
Eagles, something by
for. Like Shania Twain.
yeah.
Some Brooks and Dunn.
I have 2 videos on my phone. I don't think anyone's ever seen except for me, and it's us at Bayside singing karaoke. I should probably share
Shania
that.
Twain.
I should share those one day.
Dad was there, right?
Maybe one of the nights was the
If I was there, Dad was there.
jet
That's the only
ski
time
night.
I've ever. Yeah, I think that was that night.
but I know one of the songs is Garth, Friends in Low Places. I'll have to pull them up, but they're there. They exist.
Oh, speaking of things you got to pull up, I was listening to the episode today, and my Ask Reddit was a secret you'll never tell your parents.
Right.
And you interjected me reading with, oh, I have one that only 2 people in the world know. And I said, are we going to make it 3? And we never went back to it.
Only 2 people in the world know. Are we the 2 people?
No, because I was waiting for you to tell me and I was going to be the 3. You said, oh, I got a good one. Only 2 people in the world know about it. And I said, are we going to make it 3? And you said, yeah. And then I finished the few I had and we never came back.
Dude, I have no idea. It's only 2 people. I don't know, man. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 2, that's 4. Minus 1, that's quick maths. No, nothing. It's good. Crap. I can't do what he does, but you know.
You know what 9/11 has in common with math?
No.
2 parallel lines can intersect a plane. Or something like that.
You know what 9/11? Do you know what the difference between 9/11 and esports kids is?
Difference between 9/11.
Come on.
Is it that easy?
Yeah.
One of them will never forget, and the other one will never stop trying to forget.
Yeah, they're so forgettable. That wasn't that good. And I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Miss Jackson. Woo!
Oh, okay. I was going to go for 2004.
Why?
Isn't that a Ruben Studdard song? I'm sorry for 2004.
You know the difference between Ruben Studdard and 9/11 is?
The planes couldn't have taken down Ruben Studdard.
Only a Big Mac could. His cholesterol.
Only diabetes could. He won American Idol, right?
He did.
Good for him. You think that was a part of the DEI or whatever it was?
No, his is the DIET.
Did you finish saying fuck them?
Nah, fuck those kids. Thanks for listening, Amanda.
Yeah. Oh, moment of silence. What do we do? On your mark, get set, go.
And forget.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time.
Wait, what are we doing?
Forgetting.
Got to do another screen share.
Okay.
And this, for all intents and purposes, to
I
the
thought it
best
was
of my knowledge.
intensive.
No. That's one of those Mandela effect things.
Got it. In all intensive purposes.
For all intents and purposes.
For all intensive purposes.
To the best of my knowledge, this is completely factual. And what I'm about to show you is a map showing the correlation between 9/11 and the sales of Jenga over the years. And if you look here,
They were already on the decline, but guess what happened? 2001, late 2001.
You'll see a sharp decline leading up to the events of 9/11.
Oh my goodness.
Now, this says Jenga sales in the continental United States. What if we look up like Afghanistan?
Oh, just flip it.